I have a bonus deals video for you all today. On this one, it's thanks to Cubic Games, who sponsored this video, asking me to tell you all about their new releases, their launch discounts, and also a selection of games on offer with a special discount if you do own any of them. My name's Alex, this is SwitchCorner, and if you do enjoy this video, consider subscribing. It helps out the channel a huge amount. The new releases, then we have a new expanded editions of 2 games, as well as a trio of games from developer Voodoo, and let's call them the IO series. Now they were previously available on iOS and Android, and these editions see all the content packed in. Additionally, if you do pick up 2 of them, the third one will be completely free, which is definitely a nice little bonus. Hole IO is first up, and this is a spin on the Donut County idea of controlling a massive hole and causing all sorts of mayhem. Jump in, choose your favourite skin, and then eat to grow and stay alive. Your goal here is simple: eat until nothing and no one remains. It's promising 6 maps, 13 animated skins, 2 multiplayer modes with support for up to 4 players. They can actually share a single screen, and then on top of this, there's power-ups, collectibles, and an endless mode. It launches with a 50% discount, but if you do own a few of the Cubic games already, you may notice an extra 14% on top of that. They do like to look after their fans, and that's going for all of the IO games. Paper IO 2 then is a spin on a game I grew up loving, Jazzball. It came installed on my PC back in the day. Concept's really simple but addictive. You draw and connect up a shape to claim that as your territory, and in this case you'll cover the map in your colours as much as possible. Now this can be played solo, but what's unique is the concept of up to 8 players on one screen battling it out for a high score. This really adds a new factor into the gameplay, and that is basically to stop each of the other players from claiming space before you do. Promises then tons of maps, skins to unlock, multiplayer, and power-ups, and it's got a launch discount of 50%. Aquapark IO is the final and new release from this series, and again, if you buy 2, you do get the third game free. Now this one is a water slide based racer that supports single player and multiplayer. When there is competition though in this world, you'll be tasked with overtaking them, leveraging power-ups to take the advantage, and even you can push them off the tracks should the opportunity present itself. You can even jump off the track and try and land on a lower part if you do want to get adventurous. It's got 12 maps to explore, unlockable cosmetics, and the promise of simple controls so anyone can play. This one once again is 50% off. Johnny Trigger Johnny Bee Edition then is a new collection. It's launching here with 61% discount, and it combines the base game as well as the new DLC. So here we're getting a new skin, a new weapon, bonus hammers that allow you to unlock upgrades, and an additional 25 puzzles. The core gameplay is kind of this run and gun shooter as you are out to take down the mafia, so expect to be diving and shooting all over the place. Our final new bundle then is Eroblast Passion Edition. This wasn't one I expected to see from Cubic, and not my sort of game honestly, personally, but reviews are definitely solid for this series. And the idea is simple: there is a Tinder-like app in this world where you can meet different ladies. It's going to be a mix in a visual novel, a dating sim, and match-free gameplay. This is the base game and expansion, so that's going to be 21 women to meet, multiple paths to follow, 280 puzzles to overcome, and the promise of 25 plus hours of gameplay. This one, it's rocking 67% off. Alright, so on to the rest of the deals then, and if you do pick up any of the IO games we mentioned, you can expect a massive discount on these, taking them down to 99 cents or your regional equivalent. DungeonTop is first up, and this is a unique roguelike deck builder that combines tabletop elements with location placement mechanics. Going to be a great option for newcomers as it is a little easier than many genre entries out there, and you'll be tasked here with building a character out with cards, and then you'll choose a class to take on this adventure. Expect over 800 cards, monsters to defeat, and gold to claim. The art style I love as it's reminiscent of Darkest Dungeon, which of course is a massive compliment. Door Kickers is another game I love. It's a real-time strategy experience that has you leading an elite anti-terrorist squad. Your role here is not acting out the actions, rather it is planning what will happen. So what direction will you go, what areas will you clear first, and of course so on from there. This game though is presented from a top-down perspective, kind of gives me throwbacks to the old school Rainbow Six gameplay that we used to get, and should things go wrong in this world, you can pause and pivot your plan. Packs tons of challenge as well, which makes the game nearly endless, so I don't think you can go wrong here. Epistory Typing Chronicles is one of their more unique releases. Here we are tasked with uncovering the secrets of this world, and while yes, you could play it with an on-screen keyboard, My suggestion would be to use a USB keyboard as it is compatible. The concept you probably guessed already is to type the words you see on screen to let the action play out. Neodori Forever is a race experience that takes influence from the 90s classics, think Outrun, but instead of straight racing, it's focusing on drift mechanics. I love the visual style of this game, chunky pixels, vivid colours, even some nice character portraits as well. It's also procedurally generated, so no two races will be the same. Features then 25 cars to unlock, 11 different environments, and 5 game modes to keep you busy. Nom Run is for the endless runner fans. I'm a sucker for the format myself, or just one more kind of go gameplay. And here we're going to be collecting up coins while avoiding obstacles, and it's backed up with a cartoonish visual style. It has a campaign to overcome, but alongside that then, there is an endless mode, 8-player multiplayer support, and even some tricks and collectibles. You'll also want to work towards unlocking the 20 playable characters. Dig Deep has a following across platforms, and this is a different speed, a game that kind of does the work for you. I guess it's more about making those decisions, but here expect a strategy, and the idea is to dig for treasure, but will you do the hard work yourself, or will you hire employees to do it for you? It's really a game of raising the bank account and expanding your operations. It does have some paid DLC as well, and you can use animals for buffers and construct monuments to cement your place in this world. AMAZE is a puzzle experience and the concept is simple. Execution, however, is more difficult, and the idea is to make your way through a maze and fill every single square with paint. Really easy to trap yourself, however, as you can only hit each square here once. It's going to get the brain working basically, and it features tons of levels as well as modes including challenges, rush mode, and 2-player support. Tharsis has one of my favourite eShop descriptions, and that's thanks to the opening 4 words, that is space, dice, and cannibalism. It just captures your attention immediately. Just an incredibly deep turn-based space survival strategy game that has you following a crew of astronauts on a mission to Mars to track a mysterious signal. We of course get stranded, everything goes wrong, and now we must cover areas such as managing our crew and our resources. Features a dice element to the gameplay as well, and I'll say it up front, the dice absolutely hate me, but this thing, it is a great experience. And that is just a small selection of the games on offer right now. I'm going to be quick firing here though through the remaining games, so you really have a picture of everything you can get right now for 99 cents or your regional equivalent. You can also head to cubicgames.com/IO for more details on this sale. So rounding out the discounts, then you can also find Real Boxing 2, Space Pioneer, Good Night Tonight, Warlocks 2, Godslayer's a great game that one, Mystical Mixing, Johnny Trigger Sniper, Desert DIY, Run Sausage Run, Sausage Wars, and Eyes the horror game, and that's actually one I need to check out for myself. And that's it, that's the video down. Will you be grabbing anything from this sale? Let us know in the comments. A shout out then once again to Cubic for their ongoing support of the channel, and with that, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news and lists daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.